The grass material that comes with Cityscape Pro works very well for distant views, but when you get too close, you can obviously see that it's a texture. For close-up views, we have a procedural grass plugin called Supergrass. Go to Cityscape and go to Supergrass tab. We've already had a grass material applied to our curbed area. So the hardscape areas that we have here in addition to curbed area are listed in this Supergrass list. Supergrass doesn't add any new elements. All the elements are existing and they're taken from the hardscape area list. The numbers in front of those list items are representing the material IDs for those polygons. So we can create Supergrass, and for that you just need to click one button, you click Enable. Once you click Enable, a new menu comes up and you have Supergrass presets. We have a lawn summer, lawn fall, which is a little bit more yellow, tall grass summer, and tall grass fall. In most cases you probably need lawn summer. Just double click on that and see that there's a curbed area lawn S, which means that it's a lawn summer. The grass geometry is not visible in a viewport, it's only visible in a render. So let's just do a quick rendering here. Okay, so if you have noticed the Supergrass is only applied to the curbed area, so it won't affect any other material IDs. Let's quickly render from that view to see. So we have a level of detail in Supergrass, high, medium, and low. For distant aerial views, you can set it too low, for close-ups you can use high. If you're using Supergrass on a very large area, it might take a while to render. So it's recommended to use the low setting. This will reduce the number of grass strands and increase their size. Okay, so let's apply Supergrass to other hardscape areas as well. For that, the only thing to consider is that there should be a grass material underneath the Supergrass, otherwise it might just look weird. You don't want grass growing out of concretes or pavements, so let's just go to that red pavement and assign a grass material on that as well. Let's go to the red pavement. Just double-click the grass material. So for the red pavement, let's enable Supergrass, and let's choose the tall grass summer this time. Okay, so obviously the tall grass is a little bit higher than that, so you can see the border. Let's try tall grass fall. In order to modify the existing Supergrass object, you can click the Supergrass library and just load the different item. Tall grass fall, load selected item and render again. Okay, so whenever you create a Supergrass, an actual Supergrass object is being created. To select the Supergrass object, you just go to the element and use that button to select the Supergrass object. And this is the actual Supergrass. You can see that it has a curbed area as a source object. Then you have all these parameters here. The parameters are explained in detail in the documentation section. But the easiest way to use it is to look at those templates. You have lawn fall, lawn summer, tall grass fall, and tall grass summer. In our case, those parameters are being controlled from this area. But if you want to use the Supergrass as an individual object, which doesn't have any connection to cityscape geometry, you can do so. For example, if you want to use Supergrass on a rooftop terrace where you don't have cityscape, we can create a plain object. What's important is to apply mapping, because Supergrass needs real-world mapping in order to work properly. When it's used inside of cityscape environments, Cityscape automatically provides it with real-world map size mapping. But if you're using it on custom objects, you have to apply your own real-world mapping on Channel 1. Okay, so we have our plane selected. We go to Geometry. We go to V-Ray, and we go to Supergrass. Supergrass is located in a V-Ray drop-down menu, since it's a plugin for V-Ray. We click Supergrass and the Supergrass object is created. There's a grass preset drop-down menu. The lawn is loaded by default, and you can change it to any of those. You have the density. You can find detailed documentation for all of these parameters if you want to do any custom tweaks. But in most cases, you just need a grass template, drop-down menu, and density. And one last thing we have left is that the underlying surface should have a grass material. For that, we can go to our cityscape. You can take the material library, select the grass material. As we select the grass material, there is the name of the selected material appearing in this box. Drag and drop that material on the object. Let's render. Supergrass works very well on large surfaces. As you can see, it's not tiling and renders a lot faster than scattered geometry.